Happening now, the latest on how COVID-19 is impacting local schools. Plus, good news for fans of Jamestown's Christmas parade.
And it's going to be a mix of sun and clouds through the afternoon with a possibility of a rain shower, but it turns cooler and windy over the weekend. I'll tell you about it next. The News at Noon starts now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Friday, the 13th. I'm Justin Gould. Chautauqua County officials have reported 63 new positive cases of COVID-19, stretching from Wednesday through Thursday, the highest 48-hour case count yet. Officials say 20 of the 63 new cases are from Wednesday, while 40 of them were reported from yesterday. Of the new cases, 20 are in Fredonia, 11 in Jamestown, 8 in Silver Creek, 7 in Dunkirk, 6 in Forestville, 3 in Bemis Point, 2 in Mayville, 2 in Portland, 1 in Gary, 1 in Lakewood, and 1 in Sheridan. There are currently 161 active cases in Chautauqua County. The health department says they're continuing to monitor clusters of cases linked to social clubs in the northern end. Meanwhile, in nearby Cattaraugus County, 20 new cases were reported yesterday, with a total of 120 active there. Well, the CDC is now projecting up to 282,000 American deaths from COVID-19 by the end of December. And the country has surpassed record hospitalizations for a third consecutive day. Well, now officials are rolling out some new restrictions as cases hit record highs. Melissa Rainey takes a look.
Folks, we're here with some very sobering news. For weeks now, we've been sounding the alarm on the record level of daily COVID-19 cases across our city.
A new stay-at-home advisory has been issued in Chicago.
Stay home unless you have to go out for essential reasons. Do not have guests over. Avoid unnecessary travel and cancel your traditional Thanksgiving plans.
If things don't take a turn in the coming days, we will quickly reach the point when some form of a mandatory stay-at-home order is all that will be left.
New York City now weighing shutting schools down if cases keep rising and is taking new restrictive actions to slow the spread as the state positivity rate climbs to near 3%.
We have to tough it out now. We have to do everything that we're capable of doing so we can get to that point where the vaccine is here.
Ohio is now sending agents to enforce mask wearing in retail establishments statewide.
We've seen huge spreads from funerals, weddings, just people getting together to watch football.
Now, Corey Lewandowski, an advisor to President Trump, confirming he has tested positive for coronavirus, making him the sixth person to attend the White House election night party and later test positive. I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
Melissa, thank you. Here in New York State, new restrictions go into effect tonight that limits indoor gathering to 10 people and orders bars, restaurants, and other venues regulated by the state liquor authority to close their indoor locations at 10 o'clock and only serve takeout or delivery. Well, get your Easy Pass ready. The New York State Thruway is going completely cashless this weekend. The highway's 450-mile ticketed toll system will be converted to electronic collection during the overnight hours tonight into Saturday. The switch will happen simultaneously at 58 tolling locations. The rest of the Thruway system already stopped accepting cash payments. The project cost the state around $355 million. Toll plazas will be removed starting next year. Motorists who have Easy Passes will be charged automatically. Now, if you don't have an Easy Pass, you'll get a bill in the mail. A new mobile phone app dubbed Tolls NY is being made available to the public as well to help people manage their Easy Pass accounts and toll invoices. Now, the transition means an end to the job of throughway toll takers, the men and women who sit in those booths and collect tickets and cash from motorists, and sometimes dispensing helpful directions. The Thruway Authority says 12,000 people have held that job since 1954. Well, COVID-19 concerns canceled this year's Jamestown Christmas parade. However, local leaders are planning a similar festive event to help ring in holiday cheer. Jamestown Mayor Eddie Sundquist tells us a reverse Christmas parade will be taking place instead. The annual lighting of the Christmas tree, a traditional Santa Claus, and music will also be part of that event. The mayor is encouraging businesses and organizations to decorate parking spaces along 3rd Street, similar to how they would build a float. Then, residents would be encouraged to drive down the street to view the display from the safety of their vehicles.
I'll be honest with you, Justin, I really felt like the Grinch this year trying to steal Christmas and other holiday activities. But COVID has really stopped a lot of things from happening. So one of the challenges that we put forth with some really incredible people at the Renaissance Corporation and the Chamber of Commerce and the BPU and our team here at the city, we try to come up with a way to really make sure people are socially distant and we can still provide that holiday cheer, still continue the tradition. Although it may look a little bit different, we're just encouraging people to take some time with your family, with your kids, hop in the car, drive down 3rd Street, come see the tree lit, come see Santa Claus, and come see all of those businesses and organizations that normally would be in the parade, but this year we're going to kind of do it in reverse.
Now, the mayor says the idea originates from Geneva, New York, which hosted a similar event back on Halloween. Businesses who want to participate in it need to fill out an application now at chamberrsvp.org. We have a link to that on our website. The modified parade will be held Friday, December 4th from 6 to 7:30, with the tree lighting taking place beforehand. And you can watch it all live unfold right here on WNY News Now, or come down from the comfort of your car and check out some of the great displays. Certainly very exciting news. We're big fans of all of that here on WNY News Now. I don't want to speak for Dakota, but I absolutely enjoy hosting our parade coverage, and I really was going to miss it this year. I had a good feeling that the parade wasn't going to happen in the capacity it normally did with all that's happening. But it's great to see that we'll still be able to have a little piece of the holiday season. We'll check in with Dakota in just a moment here. Great to see Cheyenne. Good to see Lori. Great to see Christine, Catherine, Jessica, Jason, and Darlene as well. Happy Friday to Joseph. Good to see Chuck and Crystal. Let us know what you are doing today in the comments down below and what you think about these stories and more. Well, now let's get a check of our First Defense weather forecast. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter joins us live. And Dakota, this is so exciting that we're going to have some sort of holiday cheer happening downtown later on in December.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's been one of those things where I don't want to sound like, Debbie Downer, but I said it earlier this year. This whole year's a wash. Let's just focus on next year, people. Let's just get through this year. Let's focus on next year and the years, afterwards. It's a wash, people. Forget it.
Though 2020, with it being the way it has, I think, we've all been through so much. And whether you're looking at the COVID crisis, you're looking at the election, or whatever you got going on, at least I think if we could just get through December, we have a good time with our immediate family and friends, and I think that's what it's all about. And if anything 2020 taught me, it's to almost value that more. Value that your immediate family and the people, because when you're away from them, like there was months where I didn't see my grandparents and I'm pretty close to them. So, being able to now, and as we head into the winter and COVID ticks up, we're going to, stop going over there. I mean, thank God I do take precautions because I didn't infect them with COVID when I was diagnosed last week. But it's like at the same time, you value that more. So I don't want to eat into your weather time, but it's like, I think that's what this whole Christmas thing's all about, is that we as a community can still safely come together and say, you know what? Happy holidays, everybody. We're in this together. We're one. We're fighting together, and it's really great to see. So we're not going to be able to necessarily, you and I, host the traditional Christmas coverage, but talking with some of the people this morning, it will be really great to see what comes out of this event. So I certainly look forward to it. A lot of people too, Dakota, now looking forward to your weather forecast, because I hear that we could be seeing the first bits of snow coming our way next week. I don't think we can hear you, my friend. I'm not sure if we're having technical defuncles. We will be back in the studio come Monday, so maybe you can check into that. But nevertheless, I know that.
How about now?
There you go. Now we got you.
There we go.
I'll give it right to you.
Yes. All right. What's the simple rule? When it doesn't work, you unplug it, plug it back in again. All right. This is a live look over Findlay Lake. The clouds around 44 degrees out there right now as we take a look at the radar. Now I can get my graphics to move. There we go. Okay, how about that? I can't wait until Monday. This is just... All right, 47 was the high yesterday, 69 and 14 are the records through the day today. And maybe we'll get the temperatures to come up. 44 here in town, 45 Randolph, 41 in Olean. And as we take you through the rest of the day, 43 to 50, the battle of the sun and clouds, chance for an isolated shower late in the day. Otherwise, it remains cool. But we've got some wind on the way for Sunday and maybe some snow next week. We'll tell you about it in detail, hopefully, in just a few minutes. Justin, back to you.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Well, several local schools are feeling impacts of COVID-19 after teachers, staff, and students tested positive for the virus this week. Another employee with Jamestown Public Schools tested positive for it this Thursday. School officials say that the district staff member was working late last Thursday, October 29th, and likely did not have contact with coworkers while sick. This is the second employee of that district to test positive just this week. Additionally, just this week, 3 students from various school buildings also tested positive there. Other local schools are now working to contain their own COVID-19 situation. Cassadaga Valley Central School closed both of their elementary and middle high school buildings today after a staff member at both of those locations tested positive. School officials say after cleaning, they do expect to reopen those buildings next week. Now, the Panama Central School District is also delaying the return of some of their in-person learning. School leaders there report students in 7th, 9th, and 12th grades will return to full-time in-person learning this February. The school is currently following a hybrid schedule with mixed remote and in-person instruction. Meanwhile, a new way to monitor and report COVID-19 safety concerns in New York State schools is now available. As State Capitol correspondent Karina Campabianca reports, the tool launched by the state's teachers union aims to increase transparency.
NYSUT's president says if things like PPE and social distancing are not being done correctly, they wanted to provide a way for students, parents, and teachers to be informed. That's why they created NYSUTCOVIDtracker.org.
It is for everyone. It's for people in the community too, so staff, people in the community, that they see an issue, they can report it. Of course, we have privacy on it, so they can report it, and our staff here at headquarters will be looking at all of the reports that come in from around the state and then trying to get corrective action for whatever is reported.
Pelotas says they check with a field rep in the region. If the issue is not being taken care of, they can reach out to the State Department of Health or the governor's office. Once the issue is resolved, the map should be updated to reflect that.
So there's a lot of nervous people, including us, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to have corrective action taking place, and if necessary, that schools in a certain district or in a certain region would be closed until it is taken care of.
NYSUT represents about 600,000 union members statewide. In Albany, Karina Capabianca.
Karina, thank you. So far locally, only one safety report has been filed at Jamestown High School. Well, straight ahead, hear why New York State Senator George Borrello is disappointed with Governor Andrew Cuomo. And later, we go live to the Chautauqua County Humane Society for our Pet of the Week segment. Stay with us as WNY News Now continues.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
A Cattaraugus County man was charged after allegedly sending inappropriate text messages to a juvenile. The Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office says 49-year-old Keith Loeb was charged with endangering the welfare of a child following an investigation last week. Deputies say Loeb was arraigned and released with an appearance ticket in the case. He's scheduled to appear in the town of Little Valley Court at a later date. Well, New York State Senator George Borrello says that he's deeply disappointed that Governor Andrew Cuomo has vetoed legislation that would have released the Panama Central School District from paying the remaining $1.9 million in fines they owe to the state education department. Borrello released a statement on the action yesterday. He says with local school districts in financial crisis due to COVID-19 and the loss of state aid, the debt relief he was seeking for that district has never been more urgent. While assistance was provided by his predecessor, State Senator Kathy Young, and Assemblyman Andy Goodell, in securing funds to help them mitigate the negative impact of having to pay. Well, the senator is now working to pass another bill that would forgive all state school districts of fines issued by the state education department for building aid administrative reporting errors. Well, as President-elect Joe Biden assembles his team, national, state, and private election officials are contradicting President Trump's conspiracy theories about voter fraud. Our John Lawrence takes a look at this for us.
The Department of Homeland Security says the 2020 election was the most secure in American history.
The only fraud around is the fraudulent claim of the president that there was massive voter fraud.
In a statement, the DHS said there is no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or was in any way compromised.
People can have faith at the end of the day that their vote counted the way they intended and that the overall result is the actual result.
President Donald Trump, who incorrectly claimed victory hours after polls closed, has repeatedly made voter fraud allegations over the years.
One thing I can't comprehend is how hungry people are to consume lies.
Some Republicans are publicly admitting President Trump lost the election fair and square.
Joe Biden is the president-elect. We just all need to take a deep breath. There's a process for all of this. We need to follow the process, and we need to move this country forward.
Democratic leaders agree with that stance.
The Republicans should stop their shenanigans about an election that President Trump has already lost and focus their attention on the immediate issue at hand, providing relief to a country living through the COVID health and economic crises.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
John, thank you. The head of the Department of Homeland Security's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency is now urging voters to believe in the nation's voting system. A senior administration official says that they don't care if Trump fires him for thinking and debunking his fraud allegations. Well, we could all use a little extra kindness right now, and today is a perfect day to take time to make that happen on World Kindness Day. The idea is to make a point to do something nice for someone else, because that tends to amplify, or to put it another way, pay it forward. People who have had kindness shown to them are more likely to show it to others. So look for opportunities to make someone's day a little brighter. You never know how it'll come back to you. Certainly, we hope everyone is having a good day here on World Kindness Day. And as Dakota and I were talking about in the beginning of the program, 2020 has been something. So if you can, pay it forward. Well, speaking of Dakota, he's back with us now for a full check of our weather forecast. Today's also Friday the 13th, Dakota. So I think it's kind of ironic that World Kindness Day falls on it. It's almost like maybe they could offset each other, yin and yang.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, I'm not really superstitious. I don't really buy into the whole Friday the 13th stuff,
My girlfriend's
I just have
dad
bad luck
said
as
he's
it
not
is,
leaving his
so.
house at all today. So I guess with COVID, why not? It's kind of silly, nevertheless.
Well, I mean, it's like, my life is just one big laugh. All right. Let's just get into weather here. So here's what's coming up. So an isolated shower possible through the afternoon. It's going to be dry but chilly tomorrow. Keyword is dry, but it will be chilly. We get into some damaging wind gusts on Sunday. And could we see some accumulating snow next week? Yeah, it's possible. Right now at the airport, 44 degrees with a west wind of 14, and we have a wind gust of 18 miles per hour, and the wind chill is down to 37 degrees. So here is the high wind watch that was issued this morning by the National Weather Service. It is issued for Chautauqua County, does not include any other county in the southern tier. This starts later Saturday night into Monday morning at 1 a.m. is when that will expire. And here's all the details here. So a storm system is going to be passing to our north and west. With a system passing to our north and west, that is a key storm track to get some gusty winds here. The winds are going to start to pick up on Saturday night. They're going to be their strongest early on Sunday and continuing through the afternoon on Sunday, and some scattered power outages are likely here. So here is Future Stand's wind gust potential. Well, starting this 8 o'clock tomorrow night, wind gusts, yeah, not that bad. But look at what happens as we go into the early morning hours on Sunday. Already wind gusts between 40 and 50 miles per hour. And then as we go throughout the day, it looks like the strongest winds might actually be later in the morning through the early afternoon hours. Look at Dunkirk at 60 miles per hour, Erie 52, Jamestown 50. Now, again, these are projected wind gusts. Doesn't necessarily mean these are going to be the actual wind gusts, but we could get close to 60 mile per hour wind gusts in especially some areas. And as we go through the evening on Friday or on Sunday, the wind gusts are going to ultimately taper off a little bit, but we're still going to be a little bit breezy with wind gusts near 40 miles per hour at times here. So the satellite and radar composite shows you basically just a lot of clouds around, just a little bit of that rain shower could be possible. Here's Future Scan showing you just a couple of little isolated showers through the afternoon here. And then into tonight, basically dry. Tomorrow will be dry. And then as we get into Saturday night, that's when the storm system will start to influx its moisture in. So expect rain showers Saturday night going all the way through Sunday. And yeah, you can see a little bit of that changeover starting to occur to some snow as we go later in on Sundays, or on Monday. So 47 degrees at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And by the time we go to 6 o'clock, 42, chance for a rain shower here. And then by the time we go to 10 o'clock tonight, 39 degrees, should be mainly dry. Here comes the future. Maybe. There it is. Brought to you by 42 degrees and sunny. 44 tomorrow, 50 on Sunday. Wind gusts near 50 miles per hour at times as we go into Monday and Tuesday. Chance for rain showers, rain and snow showers on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Chance for some snow. We don't know how much yet. And then Thursday, mostly cloudy. We'll keep you updated here throughout the weekend with the snow and early next week. Justin?
All right, Dakota, thank you. Well, now it's my favorite segment of the week. In an effort to help animals find their forever home, we're partnered with the Chautauqua County Humane Society in a segment called Pet of the Week.
A lot of these guys are just looking for their home, hanging out until then. So I want to show you a handful of who we've got here. So if we look down here, this sweet girl, this is Mariana. You doing good? Very sweet. Another friend up here. So this one here is still learning to trust a little bit, but we've come a long way. We just need somebody willing to give her time to open up a little bit more. Come back on our other side. This guy is Pullman Island. He's kind of the same. We're nervous, but we're gaining trust. Okay. Up here, can you see in here? Okay, so this one in the back, this is Holland Point. She's very sweet. She is social, but she needs a quiet home. Right next to her is Mako. He loves other cats. He loves to cuddle. He just needs a little bit of time to come out of his shell. Once he's out of that shell, he loves to play. He loves to talk. He's super friendly and outgoing. But it's kind of hard when you don't know who you're living with. So, Rhode Island down here. Again, another sweet but shy cat. She's quiet. She is social. She loves the attention. Good girl. Okay. Down here, this is one of my favorites. This is Nebraska. I just absolutely love her. No particular reason. You just get attached to who you get attached to. All right. And then right down here, this is Baker. He's another one of my favorite guys. He's super sweet.